Catfish is coming to the UK.
Oh yeah.
And let me just go first and say,
Catfish.
every man that tells me you're 6'4" and you approach me and you're 5'11", I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. Be ready for Neve to turn up on your door.
Do you get any backlash on there, Rebecca?
From what? Oh, well, I don't
Like, do you get any negative vibes from people?
Not really. I don't, because I don't put anything. Like, I won't put anything that will be like controversial or anything. So,
No.
But it's like there's just the same trolls that troll, and yeah, there's trolls everywhere though.
Troller's gonna troll, hater's gonna hate.
Oh God. That's not a thing. Don't try and make it a thing.
Hi guys, I'm Evelyn.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Tina, and welcome to episode 3 of Tangent Talks podcast. Yay! So guys, what should we talk about?
How's your week been? Hasn't it been a quick week?
Everything
It actually went so fast.
I think it's because we did the extra recording after the interview, the big
It's only on Monday though, wasn't it? Monday night.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
but
already...
still, even though the week just went so, like before I knew it was Thursday.
Yeah.
It went so quick.
I think for me, it just went just like that. And also because I went to bed really late that day as well. So everything had a knock-on effect for me because
True.
I probably only had like 4 hours sleep every day this week.
That's
But
my
yeah.
usual.
How about you, T?
Yep, same old, no job, just walking.
Still
And
doing well on that?
what?
You're still doing well with that?
Oh
walking?
yeah, I do a minimum of at least 12k a day. I don't get out of bed unless it's more than 10k, you know. But yeah, no, it's been good.
As me, on the other hand, I've been trying to do the 10,000 steps, haven't I? And you'd think
Daily.
because I run every day, I should get to it easily. But no, this week, oh my gosh, several days this week, I've been running around my house, running around my apartment, lastminute.com. Like the other night, I think I only went for a 2k run, which is just over a mile, and which was only about 2,500 steps, which means I had to do 7,500 steps I had to do in my apartment, in my flat. I couldn't believe it. And I think I was editing that day as well. So every hour I would get up, do 500 steps. And then it got to about 11:15. So I only had 45 minutes left in the day and I had 2,500 steps to go. So just put on my headphones and music and I was just running around. And I did that last 2,500 and I finished it at 10 to midnight. So I got to 10,000 steps at 10 to midnight. Thank you. I'm not letting that 10,000 steps go now. It's been 3 weeks. I have to keep going.
You've been doing that the whole time. Why do you do that?
Well, 10,000 steps is supposed to be the ideal amount so you have enough exercise per day. It's an NHS thing to be healthy. And I thought because I ran every day, I should be getting that just like that. But I never did. I never got a whole week where I had more. There was a couple of days in the week if I did a long run, but otherwise I'll be less than 10,000 steps. It would be like 3,000, 8,000, but never over 10 for the whole week. So I thought, no, I'm going to stick to this now. I'm going to do it. And also watching Tina do her 10,000, well, 20,000 most times, and she could doing it walking. I should easily be able to do it running. So
I don't get why
I do about 300 steps a day.
You don't know what, sorry?
I don't know whether there's such a shortfall while you're having to do so many steps to catch up. I don't get it.
Because I don't do enough distance. So
That's
especially like when I'm working at home, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in a flat, so I don't have to go upstairs or downstairs.
Okay,
Mainly
fair.
I'm just at my computer. So when I'm at home, I probably only do like maybe, if I'd never left the house, I probably only would do about 2,000 steps the whole day. Then that's good going. So that's if I go to the toilet lots of times, because that's the furthest away from where I am. Otherwise, my desk is here, my kitchen's over there. That's it. So I don't go far. And then when I used to do minimum of a mile a day, a mile is only about 2,000 steps. But I thought that was okay because I was doing my run streak. But it's only 2,000 steps. It's nothing. So yeah.
So you just need to get a longer distance then to get the steps in.
Yeah. So basically, I should.
Problem solved.
Exactly. I just got to do it though. That's the thing. What are we drinking today?
Healthy sparkling water. You guys should try it.
Healthy, iron-inducing red wine. I was going to have gin today, but I realised I didn't have any mixer in the fridge, so it would have been a bit warm. So I stuck to my red wine because you can drink that warm.
Cheers. I've got the pink gin with Coke Zero. Cheers.
In your Adidas cup. What happened to your gin glass? Oh, sorry.
Do you know what it says? Oh no, maybe you don't want to know what it says.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Wait, what does it actually say?
It says recycled, rewashed, reused, sometimes stolen.
Oh.
Well, they put that clause on there, so.
Ting, 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 ting. And
Sometimes stolen.
I think that's a prime example of one of those.
Well, if you put it on the thing, I'm going to have to do it, But yeah.
That's funny.
Right, what are we talking about? Let's talk about Piers Morgan.
Oh my gosh, what an idiot.
Quitting DMV because of the rant.
His rant or his, I don't know, jealousy or, but.
Obsession.
Obsession, yeah.
Infatuation, all the words.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's embarrassing now.
I feel sorry for his wife. Because if my husband was getting so riled up about a woman that's no longer talking to him or was talking to him or whatever, I would have issues. That's manning, and you're going off on one, walking off the thing.
Getting all emotional
and
losing your job over it as well. That's
because he wouldn't be very, because he pins people, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like he'll put people in a corner, but when they flip it on him, he don't like it.
He doesn't like it at all.
I saw Alex, the weatherman that he was arguing with. He walked off as well. So was that
the same day?
No, I don't know what happened, but Alex was sitting on like one table because at the start when Piers walked off, they were all on one bar, weren't they?
Yeah.
But then Alex was sitting on like on a dirt like himself because I think he was going to do the weather, but then he walked off. Yeah. So I don't know if that was like a parody, like he walked off, so I'm taking the mick out of you. But they got into like another one, and then he walked off. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, I saw him walk off. So when everyone was talking about Piers walking off, I was like, no, it was Alex. That's the one I saw. But yeah, I think it was like maybe the next day or something, and he was like, yeah, I'm not having this, and he literally walked off.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so everyone is just, this is not your. I don't know why you're walking off. It's nothing to do with you. Like Piers, sorry, because obviously he got into a heated thing with Alex. It's just so
imagine being told by a weatherman.
Yeah.
But you're embarrassed, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's just a weatherman. Alex is not part of the crew.
So last week when I watched it, I only watched a clip and it was the bit where he walked off. And the point was where Alex was saying that he was talking about him being ghosted by Meghan and all this stuff. And then that's when he got up and walked off. So then I thought, oh yeah, he's been all emotional about this. There must be, and I still believe that hasn't changed at all. But yeah, it was basically he was ghosted. And but I watched another clip because I never watched Good Morning.
Yeah, same.
I was going to say America, but it's Britain. I never watched that program, so I have to watch the clips on YouTube. And so I watched another one which was earlier on in the conversation, and they were more agreeable. So they were agreeing with each other and stuff. And but they were talking about actually, because I think I said last week about Meghan talking about how Archie wouldn't get a title because of his colour or what his colour might be. But actually, it's actually the rules. So because Archie is the Queen's great-grandchild, he doesn't automatically get the title of prince or princess if it's going to be a girl. It's actually a written rule that was written in the 1800s, so it's nothing to do with her colour. But obviously Meghan didn't know that, so she made that assumption, and that's what she said. So that's why everybody in America now thinks that it's more a racist issue, but it's not. But the only thing is so because he's the Queen's great-grandchild, he doesn't get it. I know Prince William's children are princes, but they're the grandchildren of Prince of Wales, and that's why they do get it. So it's not to do with being the Queen's great-grandchildren, it's being the Prince of Wales's grandchildren. So when the Prince of Wales becomes king, then Archie then he would get the title, because then he will be the grandchild of the monarch. So he would get
but that
it.
goes back to
eventually.
her not being taught anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So she's been misinformed, and now she said it on a public forum.
Yeah.
So all the people in America are going to go with the fact that the royal family is more racist than, obviously, people in there, not necessarily the royal family, but people who work there. Somebody is racist there, which is no doubt about it. Things have happened, things have been said, things have been twisted, but the actual not getting a title is nothing to do with race. It's to do with tradition and the rules. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to
take away from the fact that they mentioned skin color.
Oh, yeah, but that
it was mentioned.
That's exactly what I said. I said there's some racism in there.
Yeah,
but there's nothing to do with the title and stuff.
So everything you've just said, no one's interested. They're going to stick on the fact.
Oh no, exactly, because she said it in the same sentence, basically. Yeah. But it's not the same thing. It's nothing to do with your skin color that he didn't get a title, but because she thought, because that happened in the same area, and also she mentioned it in the same sentence, they're going to say that
take what they want.
But then, so does Meghan officially have a title?
Yeah, she's Dutch.
Should she? But then, so forget Archie, no offense, but so he hasn't got a title, that's fine, but why do they keep calling her Meghan? Because
that's the media.
Well then, see, it's basically the exact same. Obviously Archie's not going to get the title because of like who he is in terms of family, but so because they're trying to say it's not racism, so call Meghan by her official name.
Exactly. I'm not talking, I agree. I'm not saying that they're not racist, and I'm not even saying that the royal family is racist. There's obviously somewhere in the system is definitely racist, but the fact that Archie is not a prince is nothing to do with his race.
Yeah, because that's what Piers
made it out. She conveyed it. No, it's on Wikipedia. It must be true. No, it was written by King George VIII or something. But it's decreed that great-grandchildren don't get it automatically. It's only the children and the grandchildren of the monarch. And because he's a great-grandchild, he doesn't get it. But the children of William get it because their father is Prince of Wales. So that's why they get it. And also he's in line to the throne, so they would get it automatically. But I think, like, if their children, obviously it's way in the future, but if their children if they have children, they wouldn't have the title either.
Okay.
But they would, because by the time they have children, the Queen and probably Charles would have died. God rest their souls in the future. But I don't like to wish.
I would touch wood, but
yeah.
I second that.
But yeah,
at this point, like, whatever.
But everything else, I just wanted to clear that up, because if people listen and they make that assumption, I don't want to be the one to convey it even more. So
rightly so.
But apart from that, Piers Morgan, does anybody know what's happened with that? Is he actually not coming back?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I heard he got fired or he's left. So I don't think he's going to come back, but he'll probably come back. Because think about it, without the Views, the Views before, it was just a Good Morning Britain. It was just a show about news. It then turned into like a drama, something that people actually want to watch. People that didn't wake up before to watch it woke up to watch him on it. So they're going to see the Views go down and they're going to bring him back.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they'll bring him back, but they'll bring somebody equivalent.
Because I saw a notification that says talks, so such and such talks for Piers Morgan to come back, but I didn't read the article.
Yeah, it's probably just talks. They're not. I don't know. If they see, they can do anything. If they see the Views going down, they're gonna bring him back.
Exactly.
But they've got so many complaints though. 41,000.
True, I guess.
But it wasn't until Meghan complained. Apparently, Meghan complained directly.
Yeah, but how did they know? How did people know? Oh, you're saying
that's what they said.
Okay.
It wasn't until Meghan complained directly, but he still got 41,000 complaints. So maybe if Meghan side complained, he'd still have his job.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know, because he still stands by what he says. He's not going to take it back.
No.
So,
but he wouldn't.
That's you, then, isn't it?
He wouldn't. No, would he? He's not.
Because you can't tell somebody that they were not contemplating suicide.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Nobody knows what people are thinking or going through.
Yeah, but for you not to take that back.
And
Piers,
yeah,
someone.
he's terrible. He's terrible.
That's you, isn't it? If that's how you want to be portrayed, then carry on.
Yeah, but people.
Do you know how much money ITV have pumped into a Mind Matters, Let's Talk, all of that campaign, and then you're just
rubbishing it.
Oh, so that's probably why they wouldn't bring him back then.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
You can't, because it doesn't. If you're not in their shoes, you can't judge.
Yeah.
He said that she's lying about everything that she said. Everything that she said in that 2-hour interview.
How does he know?
He doesn't believe her. That's his opinion.
He doesn't even know her because
he's trying to show his.
He's trying to make out
free
that
speech.
He's trying to make out that they weren't that close. In that clip that I watched, she goes, "Oh, we weren't that close," because the Alex was trying to say, "You've been really hurt. You've been really hurt by this," and she ghosted you, and blah blah blah, and that's why he walked off. But beforehand, he was saying, "Oh, we weren't that close." So if you weren't that close, how do you know that she's lying about everything?
And if you weren't that close, why do you still care? Why are you still talking about her?
Exactly.
Why are you having an
it's
episode?
So embarrassing, and he actually doesn't even see how embarrassing it is.
You put her in a taxi, and she was actually going to meet on her first date with Harry. So you don't know her then. Which one is it?
Make up your mind.
Which one is it?
Yeah, I haven't obviously seen everything, so I don't know.
Yeah,
same. It seems like there's all these mixed. He's giving mixed messages himself. Nobody can believe what you say, Piers.
Nobody.
No, he's so embarrassing. Like I've never.
You can't say. Yeah, you can't doubt someone's suicides.
No.
You can't doubt it. And you can't keep saying and standing by your comments. Like that's wrong. If you don't know that's wrong, that's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's you by then. Because I liked, like all the Brexit and all the coronavirus and the way he would pinpoint certain members of the party, like all the bloody Conservative parties and the Labour, whatever.
Yeah.
And he would pinpoint certain people and get them to answer questions about people dying over coronavirus. I like that side of him, but this side, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, this is emotional behavior.
I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah, because I remember, I don't watch the news. I don't keep up with the news proudly because I don't want to hear it. But I remember everyone was on Piers' side because he stood up for someone. Everyone was like, Piers Morgan, my opinions changed.
My
what? So what? How do you go?
Yeah, I think it was over the Black Lives Matter. I think over George Floyd's death and all the police.
So
yeah, I think that's
why I don't understand how you can flip from one side.
He smashed it up. Like that's not you, in it, and it's not you, but you want to be the villain, and
but now he said it.
What you're being a villain over, it's not right. You can't do that. You can't, and he won't apologise, and that's just not good.
Male pride or stupidity.
It just makes no sense.
No.
Like the way he went so emotional and so angry over Meghan. Like it makes no sense. Like
to walk off.
Did something go on?
I don't think anyone understands. To walk off.
Did he date her?
Live TV.
Yeah.
Why do you care that much? I could never care that much about someone.
But it was because that Alex pressured him, isn't it?
Exactly.
About something that means so much to him. But then she's not. I don't even know her. But you're press and you walk off. But I don't know her. Which one is it? And your wife, I want to know what the wife's saying. Because if my man's going off on one because about of some woman, I need to know about what is that. What I need answers.
I just feel like with her, I don't even feel sorry for her because I feel like A, she knows the type of guy he is, and B, think about all the money this is bringing him.
Yeah.
This is she could literally I feel like most partnerships are just I follow this blog called Your Face Before IG, and this has got all these lovey-dovey couples that are all the guys cheating. So people are just together, just to be together.
Just for the fake,
the title, and people know them as a unit, so they're staying. So not for her, because them two to get divorced now, do you know how that would bring even more? So she probably let's just stay together.
Just like Philip and his wife, isn't it?
Oh, literally, exactly that. So okay, I think ITV on the whole is just embarrassing.
Schofields.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's another story. Tangent.
Is it?
You can see his face.
Bizarre. That's I think things like that are bizarre when you're with someone and you know they're cheating and you just allow it. I can't deal with that. That's not for me. Probably why I'm single. Okay, so it's really sad. Sarah Everard, the remains were found in Kent, and it's been confirmed that they are hers, which is sad. So R.I.P. to her.
Yeah.
And we've heard that the Copper Wayne cousins has been arrested and charged for her murder. It's really sad. Really, really sad. Really, I mean, being a woman in today's society, there's like been a debate all over the news, and like it's now, but this has been going on for so long. Like the way you can't just walk to. I mean, I've got a thing about, because I always tell you two, don't be going out at night, don't be walking. But why can you not? Like,
why do we have to make that
why
effort?
do we have to?
Yeah, when it should be
so sad.
We shouldn't have to make. We have to, because it's even like driving.
In order to survive, we have to.
Yeah. It's just like driving. You have to be the most sensible person on the road, because other people aren't sensible. So you can't control what they do. So you can only control what you do to a point, because you can do whatever you want to do, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But you can do the best. You can only do the best that you can do. It's like me. I still go and run in dark, but I used to run in the dark after really late all the time, like after 9 a lot of the times, because I used to work in London. So by the time I get home to run, it was already like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So the only time I had to run was either really early in the morning, and I'm a person who goes to bed late, so I would never be able to get up
in the morning
before going to work, getting a train at 7:30, which means I'd have to be up at 5:30, which would be dark anyway. So
literally no time.
Dark at 4:30 in the morning and dark at 7:30 is the same thing. So I couldn't really get around running in the dark, and I got used to running in the dark or running late. And
so
I'm aware
that should be okay to do that.
But
sadly, I hold my hands up. I obviously work at a club, so but everyone I work with, they live in like the other town, so they live that way. I live that way, and I work for like 4 hours a night. I'm not spending. That would be a cab there and then a cab back. That's basically what I work. So I used to walk like at like 4 a.m. It's really bad, but it's at the end of the day. I just don't know how to, because I'm not gonna be scared of men. Like I'm not. I know I'm risking my life, but I can't live in like constraints throughout my whole life. I have to be, whether I do get attacked, well, I hope I don't, but I can't. There's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna, oh my God, do this to stay away from men. Like someday they're gonna have to learn. Do you know what I mean? So
they need to start learning now.
But when will they? That's the thing. Because we can't live in fear and don't go out when the sun's down, or like,
because in winter the sun's set at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah. So what we have to literally let's say 10 till 3.
You can't get around it. You can't get around it.
I think my thing is that because of the programs I watch.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
I think that's with me as well.
I see a combination of these things happening over and over again. Like I see the CCTVs of men lurking in the bushes, and for me, that's why I would never do it. Because I got this fixation. I should have done criminology at uni. I've just got this thing about crime programs and things like that. So because I know what happens and how men are, and not all men, these men that feel that it's okay to be out in the bushes lurking, watching these women, because we don't know if this guy was watching her or was it a one-off. We don't know, but there are men that will follow someone for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then one day think, oh, today's the day. And they do it. I mean, that's the kind of programs I watch, so that's why I'm personally so scared. I mean, it could be dusk, like light, and I still can't do it. But then that's the reason why I won't. But like you two, I mean, why should you have to confine, stop doing something because of that? Like, you should be able to
for the
go,
fear of it.
Because it doesn't happen to men. I mean, it might do. I don't know if a woman's going to attack a man, It must happen.
No, the thing is, if it's
okay for a man to walk in
it's
the
normally
street,
a man attacking,
not for us.
Yeah. But it's normally, whether it's, because I watched this, there's a few guys who are trying to help promote, like, men should step up, and like if they see their friends doing things that could lead to that in the future, to step up and talk to them and stop.
Yeah, so I was remember when I started walking, and I walked to the beach, like it was literally like, it wasn't too late. I think I must have left when it was like getting light, so around 7 a.m. in like the wind, like just winter gone. And I made this one TikTok that like blew up, like 20,000 views. Everyone was commenting, and everyone was like, be careful. And I was like, it's morning. But there is this girl, blessing Olusegun, she died. She went for a walk on the beach. Yeah, everyone was like, I heard about a girl. I was like, what happened? So I researched it, and obviously she went for a walk. I think she couldn't sleep or whatever, and she was on the phone to her boyfriend, and she went for a walk on the beach. But I think this was like dark. I think it was like 1 a.m. times. And she was like, she was on the phone to her boyfriend, and she got something happened to her, and then the police just said, oh, it's inconclusive, we don't know what happened, this, that, literally. Yeah, so now everyone, obviously this has happened with Sarah Everard, and everyone's like, okay, so she's getting all this coverage, it's time, we need justice for her. So I think they've now, with all the like complaints and people writing in, they've reopened the case.
Oh, good.
But yeah, it's just so, like Mum said, she watches all these programs. I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news, I don't know anything that's happened. So when you guys are like, oh, you can't go in, I'm like, why not? Like, nothing happens. But it actually does. I just don't. It does
happen. But as I was saying to Tina, she watches those programs, but it happens. I know it happens, but I don't have to watch it happening, because why should I scare myself into not doing things which happens? I'm going to say rarely. Obviously, it happens a lot, but out of 100 people, it's happening to 5 people, which is 5 people too many, but it's still only 5%.
It's still not 100,
So it's not everybody it happens to. But if you watch it all the time, you're only seeing it happen. So therefore, it feels like it happens all the time. But it doesn't actually happen all the time. You're just seeing concentrated views of it. And I know that it helps, so it makes you aware of these things. But I think it's useful to be aware of the things so that you can be careful. But it shouldn't stop you from doing things. Just be more aware, more careful. Like when I'm going out and I'm wearing headphones, don't have it too loud so that you can't hear your surroundings. Be vigilant, be aware of who's around, and that's what I can do, because otherwise I will stop running, and I don't want to stop running. And I think you just have to be careful, because you might come out your doorstep and it will happen on your front door. That's happened before. People have been shot by, or stabbed at their front door, because somebody comes and knocks on the door and is basically asking for something, and they just stab you on your front door. So if it's fate, if it's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. But all you can do is be careful, be aware, and that's all I can say.
It's just like violence on women. It's just like racism. It's never going to stop. People are never going to be sane. They're always going to be crazy, because it even happened just in the summer with Bieber and her sister, and he's now been found. He's on trial now. They were in, I think they had like a party in the field, and it was like getting dark, and they were like setting up, and he came and killed them. Some guy called Daniel, something like that. And so literally, it's never people are like angry that that didn't get a lot of coverage. I saw that a lot. But they're saying, oh, a white woman's got it, all this coverage, and they didn't because they're black. And it's just like being a woman and then being a black woman on top.
Worse,
But yeah,
the things they
did get a lot of coverage, but it's definitely not as much as Sarah. But I think there's a bit more coverage because he's a policeman. And in the levels of he's in quite a high level role, isn't he? Yeah. But yeah, I came across this book. It was literally a book of police literally bent coppers. Like there was the police name, the police department that they worked at, what their name was, everything. No GDPR, nothing. And then what their crime was. So it was like took cocaine, indecent exposure, all these things.
What is with this indecent exposure?
And there's still policemen.
Well, some of them said jailed for, but it was like jailed for maximum a year, and then suspended, resigned. So they allowed them to. But it was every crime imaginable. Took cocaine, gross misconduct. There was some Bedfordshire ones on there.
You know the phrase "takes one to know one." That comes to mind.
Literally.
You've got to be a criminal to be able to find the criminals.
I feel like most police officers, they want to be able to do illegal things.
Yeah, and get away with it.
Well, and not get away with it. Yeah, literally. But yeah, but it was it was when I'll send it to you, Mum. But it was literally pages of what they've all done.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
you know when like they stop like kids and they have like little drawer bags of weed, you know, they smoke that thing. They don't bag that up and put
Mum,
it
what was that
thing.
program? That police program you watched?
The Bill.
And she stole money.
The Bill.
Yeah,
we're not in 1980. Yeah.
Yeah, the mom, so the head of all of the special forces, the gun squad, basically. Her dad was in a home and she couldn't afford to pay it, so they had a recent shout where somebody had drugs money, like £100,000, and apparently £80,000 was booked in. The other 20 was in her locker. Yeah, she used it to pay her dad's. Yeah, she used it to pay. And funny enough, the lady is Carol Jackson out of EastEnders.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she used the 20 grand to pay, but they found out about it. And I think the person that was going to shop her in, the head, he did something dodgy as well. So his dodginess and her dodginess, they forgot about it. So
the gross misconduct, that would probably be one of that one. But yeah, Mum, you need to see it.
It's a good reason, but don't steal the money.
Yeah,
like, it's for her dad, but still,
yeah,
you can't
do that.
Too
wrongs
I
don't
just
make right.
wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised when I heard it was a policeman. I'm not surprised by anything they do anymore.
But I was just going to say about the bill. When you used to watch the Bill, I don't know, it's probably not on anymore, is it?
No,
anyway,
it hasn't been.
All the time.
All the best CID people, all the best detectives were basically criminals, weren't they?
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to put in.
So that's how you know that that's what goes on in real police forces.
Exactly.
They're bent AF. They're so bent. They're so bent. Like, and I'd love to say not all of them. They're bent. Yeah. In some way or another.
Like all society, not everybody's 100%, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's going to be good
like
people,
turning
bad
a
people.
blind eye.
I know.
That's
even that.
Yeah, they all do that.
Yeah,
I went in that. Yeah.
But that's going back to what they were saying about, about men and men who are likely to rape in the future. Their friends, not knowing that they're likely to rape in the future, but if they see that behavior, they should stop it now. So like if you see men talking women down or like, being derogatory, they should say things now. But that's what I've seen a couple of videos from guys now as well. Some like, I don't know, I think they're famous, but I don't know who they are because I don't watch it.
It's probably like Bouncer and all them people.
I don't know who they are,
yeah,
but they're reels and stuff, and they're talking about saying like people, especially like some guys are saying, well, I'm not like that. Like with Black Lives Matter, people say all lives matter. It's the same. So like not all men all men are like that. Yeah. I don't do that. He was trying to say, don't say that you don't do it. Somebody, not that they've done it, but somebody who talks bad about women, who are derogatory. And you don't say anything to them. You don't tell them to stop doing it. You don't so I'm not saying because you let them go that you're bad. This is what he was saying. But he was saying that don't let it go. Stop it. Make them aware what they're saying is wrong. And in the future, they may rethink what they're trying to say. I mean, if they're bad, they're going to carry on. But you need to put some effort in, not just say, I'm good, I don't do it. You need to also say, I'm good, I don't do it. I want people
accountable.
Exactly. So some
That's
people
sad.
are trying to do
It's
that.
very sad when people know, especially if they know that they've done that to a woman.
Yeah.
Some people know that. They know it. And they will just, again, turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't me.
Yeah. It's easy to say. It's easier to say, look the other way. I'm not bad. I wouldn't do that. But know of somebody who has.
You're part of the problem.
Yeah,
when you do
exactly.
that.
Exactly. And that's with everything, with racism as well. I mean, these are all these things are all, not that they're connected as in if you're racist, you're going to be a rapist, but the you know, that lane, whatever lane you're in, you know, somebody who's racist, who says these things, stop them. If you hear it, stop it, or comment on it, or, you know, deter it. Don't just let it go. Don't just let it pass. And it's the same with everything, isn't it? You have to.
I'm just saying, like, I would whistleblow anyone. I don't care. Because the same, because people don't think, like, when you're doing something like that, do you not think your mate is being, maybe not going all the way, but being derogatory to a female? That could be your mum. That could be your sister. So you're saying you wouldn't say anything if it was your mum or your sister?
Yeah. No.
So use the same judgments for anybody, whether it's your brother, your sister, your mother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, and remember, men can be raped too. Yeah. Say something. Don't even think about it. Because when you start thinking about it, that's when you're like, oh no, it'll be fine.
Yeah. It's never fine.
The first reaction is usually the correct reaction.
Exactly.
So just say
first
something.
Instinct is always the right.
And even do it like anonymously. Don't talk to your friend and say, oh, somebody said, like, Rebecca said this, Evelyn, do you think I should? Don't do it. Just go and do it anonymously. If you need to ask the question,
means you need to do it.
Exactly. It's the only way we're going to get out of this Sarah Everard. You know what I mean? Somebody must know what this guy was about. And you know, with this Wayne Cousins and this Sarah Everard, they kept saying in the news, they kept saying about Wayne Cousins wasn't on duty at the time. They kept saying that. Well, that's because he was doing what he did.
Yeah.
I found that so, like,
they're trying to say that
they're trying to protect the police.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. He is a police officer. He knows that's wrong. Whether he's a police officer or not, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, they just kept saying it over and over again in the
So we don't do bad things on duty, but we just do terrible things off duty.
When you said the only reason when you should say off duty is when, like, someone's robbing a shop and you're a policeman and you go, that's highlight. That's cover. Don't use it in this situation. It doesn't matter. He's still a policeman.
It's so unnecessary, because it clearly showed he was off duty because he was doing what he did, and we know the outcome now. And it's like, to the family, that must be so. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, because the family are calling the police about this. So I'm going to have a policeman in my house knowing that that's disgusting. Hate. Yeah, please.
Horrid, isn't it? Horrid.
On to happier spirits.
Yeah.
Catfish is coming to the UK.
Oh, yeah.
And let me just go first and say, every man that tells me you're 6'4" and you approach me and you're 5'11", I'm reporting you. Be ready for Neve to turn up on your door.
It's not going to be Neve, though.
Reporting to
We're not.
It's not Neve. No, Neve is the American one. It's going to be.
Yeah, but it's his show. So, what? So,
yes,
he's not doing it, is it?
He's not doing it in the UK, no.
No, Julie Adenuga's doing it.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the first co-host. Okay, well, female black lead. Proud of that.
Yeah, that's good.
I just want Neve to do any Catfish.
Yeah, or he should make like a special appearance on some of them or something.
Because to be honest, they're going to be doing it on Zoom anyway, so why can't he?
He could.
He's not going to have the same feel.
Yeah, he should do like the initial contact with them.
Yeah.
And then hand it over.
And then they take
over. Yeah, you're going to get an email from Julie Adenuga from Catfish. You're going to be like, but if you see Neve, you'll be like, I've been caught.
Oh no, but Neve did the advert to say.
He did, yeah. He's passing it on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he doesn't do the email part, I'm gonna still Catfish.
I'm not involved. That's what happens when you have American things that come over here.
Yeah.
It's got to be litty with the to former
but
people.
You can't compare it to. But the thing is, when I can't remember his name. I liked him, the one with the grey hair.
Max.
Yeah,
How
he
can you
left.
forget
I
his
didn't like it.
name?
Yeah, he
I
left, and then they
know.
started bringing in co-hosts. I don't know why.
Different ones. I didn't like it after that, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
He was
But I miss
beautiful.
him. I
Silver
know.
fox.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why did he have to leave?
Rebecca was disgusted.
Anyway, has anyone been? I've been serially. I don't know if that's the word. I've been serially catfished by tall boys saying they're tall, they're not.
Yeah, but
Short boys saying they're tall, they're not. Sorry. Has anyone actually been catfished?
Is not different to 5 inches.
How do you feel, Rebecca, though, that you're like 4 foot? And do you have a say? I'm just playing devil's advocate. Do you have a say in how high a guy should be? How tall, sorry.
That is my
because you're 4 foot.
4 foot 11.
My preference.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay. Mum, how tall are you?
5'2".
Would you date someone 5'2"?
Yes.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying?
Your dad
Because
was like
it's the same-
5'2".
It was a bit taller than
He's
that,
a
but yeah.
midget.
She would date somebody the same height, but just not shorter.
No,
That's the
you
thing.
would
Why
not.
are we
Don't
talking
stick up there.
height?
No,
Why
she
are we not
wouldn't.
talking personality?
Shut up. You were
Why are
talking
we not
about
talking?
how people shorter than you, men shouldn't go out with women taller than them. Doesn't look right. I
All right,
remember
cool. Let
you
me
saying
change it
that.
then. Let me change it then.
Double
5
standards.
exactly. So don't worry about me asking the question. Anyway, 6'4" and 5'11" is very dishonest and an arrestable offence. Thank you. That
I
is
don't know about
catfishing.
arrestable, but I understand if somebody says something and there's something different, that's lying, whatever it is. But the height difference from you being over a foot shorter, 5 inches is nothing.
Okay. I need you guys don't watch basketball, but you know Giannis, right? Milwaukee
Yeah.
Bucks,
Yeah.
right?
What's his surname?
Antetokounmpo, right?
That's what I just
So
said.
what did you just say?
Antetokounmpo.
Anyway, okay. NBA stars are 6'7". I want 3 sons in the NBA like his family. There's 4 of them, but 3 in the actual NBA. I'm 4'11". We need to counteract.
Yeah. They need to
We
be
need to average out the
8 foot
heights.
because
So what's your minimum? What is the lowest you will go to in a man?
how low we go.
I will not accept lower than
6 foot. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think 6 foot is more average than, well, it's not average, obviously, because 5'7" is average. But it's a more of a achievable height than 6'2" or 3" or whatever.
Less men for me to choose from.
You know?
Part of the point. But 6 foot minimum, I'd say, yeah.
But I use, well, it didn't work for me, but I remember when I was younger, when I did look for suitors, that I would go for taller men because I knew that I was short.
Well
and
then, point proven.
I would have liked my children to be taller.
preference.
Thank you.
But I never found a tall man, and I never had children, so
Depressing.
didn't work out very well.
So if I went to someone 5'5", if I went to someone 5'5" at 4'11", 5 foot, my child's gonna be 5'2". A boy,
you know what,
a girl.
The thing is, it's genes. It's genes. So if they have other tall people in their family and they're just not tall, it doesn't mean that you still could have taller children, but you have to know that you have short people in your family because your mum's not tall, your dad's not tall, so you've got a lot of short.
Yeah,
he's not. He had it from the other side. He's not got it from Tina's side, and you have Tina's side, mum's side. And your dad's is not tall either. So
I know, but the genetics,
you're going to have to realize that it's possible. But however, if you go for a short man, if he has tall people in his family, you could still have taller children.
Because how tall is Mr.
I think he's like
dad.
6. Oh, his dad. Oh, I don't know. Rest in peace. He's dead. But I think he's like. Giannis himself is 6'7", 6'11", something like that, and his girlfriend's tall as well. Who, Giannis?
No, the dad was he?
I think so. I haven't seen much of him.
6'11".
Something like that. I can't remember.
Tall.
He's so tall.
I saw someone on TikTok, a couple. Are you ready?
Yeah.
7'1" and 5'1", and real.
7 foot.
7'1". What a dream!
That's 2 foot.
But
That's
how
a
are you gonna have a
child-
man
that's
who's
a
walking in the
child's
clouds?
height.
Like,
No,
That's a
yeah, it is. It
child's
was
height.
so bad. I'm gonna send it to you
Oh.
guys. He's so tall.
that's too tall.
Oh my gosh.
And you're all
Yeah.
looking down like giraffe.
He's gonna have
Like
neck
a
ache.
woman.
You're gonna have neck ache from looking up all the time.
Well, she needs to carry a step ladder with her.
He
Out
has to pick her up all the time to kiss her.
Did it? Like literally.
Yeah.
But then that would only be like. Actually, yeah, that'd be
mad.
lovely. I guess. Fine.
Because even if he sits down, he's still taller than her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
mad. That's mad.
that's how the other side live, and I'm in
7
England with
foot.
average men 5'7". Embarrassing.
So you're gonna have to lower your standards on the height thing. Look at the face.
What?
Wow, you're brave asking her to do anything on that less standards.
No, you should never lower your standards. It's out there somewhere. So everyone
It's
says,
out-
"Oh, lower your standards. That's too tall." I
know,
will
but
move to America or somewhere, and there'll be someone there.
don't move to
It's not in the
America.
UK because they're all 5'4".
Mm.
Basically.
5'4", you know, not 7'4".
Mhm.
Anyway, has anyone been catfished there?
Nearly, not quite, nearly. So
Go on.
when I moved to Canada, I joined Match.com. You have to pay for Match.com. So you think that if you do a paid service, that you'll get respectable people.
They're gonna be worse because they have to pay. No offense.
Literally.
Really? Really?
No, like the men. I feel like the women, like you have to pay for something you want, but men
Yeah.
having to pay is just. They're not.
Because
Gonna,
they're not getting the woman.
they're not gonna be Michael B. Jordan, are they?
No, but he doesn't have to pay. He has women.
See,
firm
exactly.
himself.
My point.
But anyway, so I met this guy. Supposedly, I obviously didn't meet him. Obviously, that's what Catfish is about. But anyway, so I lived in Ottawa, and he said he was from Montreal. He had all these pictures that weren't of him, and he said he had a son. And he said, "Oh, he's a project manager for a construction firm, and at the moment he's working in Brazil on a project, and he's due to finish in like 6 months' time." And so we like chatted and stuff, mostly IM'd and stuff. Then we started, we had a few phone calls, but never FaceTime or anything video call because bad reception. What? Throw it away.
Red flag.
Flag, yeah.
Sorry,
Red
carry
flag
on.
indeed. Yeah, so never any video calls and stuff. But I did supposedly speak to him, whether it's him or not, I don't know, but I did have phone calls. Anyway, so we chatted for maybe a couple of months. And then when he obviously thought I was comfortable with him, he started saying that he was having problems on the site, and the Brazilian government are seizing their equipment, and they won't release the equipment until they paid taxes
Of course.
and all this stuff. So there's me. Initially, I was like, okay, I didn't think anything untoward at the time, but I was trying to obviously do extra help. You know me, go on the computer, researching.
Oh no.
Oh, well, the
A
government.
CRB check.
Exactly. No, not on him. But
She was trying to
like
help
on-
him.
Yeah, I was trying to help. It's like, oh, the government wouldn't ask you for the taxes until this. I just searched for this. I just searched for that. And then he would obviously come back with different like reasons why whatever I was providing him was not right on his situation. And then he would go on. So he never talked about money at this stage, but he would like say that they are wanting money to release the stuff, but he never asked me for money at this point. And then he got to the point where he would tell me how much they were asking. Never still asked me for money, but it was now saying, oh, they're asking me for this £21,000 or whatever, or not dollars or whatever it is over there. And that he never asked me. And then one day he did ask me for money.
How much?
And I can't remember what it was. I think I blocked it. But
does it matter? You asked me for money.
In it. And I said to him, I've never seen you in real life. We've not met, but you can ask me for money. And then after that conversation, he blocked me. He deleted his email. He
on to the next one.
Onto a different profile, but he removed his Match profile off the thing.
When I say on to the next one, on to the next woman that will give you money.
Next victim who would, Yeah. So I think he thought 2 months, okay, she's going to give me all that money. She loves me or something. It's like, no, because
it's not even, go on.
But some people would do that.
That's what I was going to say.
Then after that, I would start doing my searching for this email address and like putting in the photos.
You got your Neve on, didn't you?
You're exactly. I was trying to do all that.
All the drag and drop
into images.
Yeah, but
I could never find it ever. I couldn't find any trace.
If you meet someone and you're talking to someone, I get it when you give them money, but I don't. Like, I've never seen you. Exactly. I've listened to a voice, and you think I'm that stupid.
Exactly.
Like I'm stupid. 42-inch TVs. I'm dumb, but I haven't talked to you.
Exactly. How can you ask me for money? Yeah. So
now I've seen that. I've seen that happen. Like women actually fall in love in 10,000.
Yeah, and then so after that happened to me, I would like try and research to see if he's online so that I can like try and like report him to Match.com or something just to say that this is happening. But I couldn't find any trace of him, and like the picture wasn't him, but the picture wasn't anybody. I couldn't find him. If I find the picture, I'll send it to you later on, so you can see what he looks like.
Was he fine?
He was a nice guy. Yeah, it wasn't like dropped. He was tall. The picture, obviously not this guy. The picture, he was a tall guy. He had a son who was like 3 in the picture, so he's telling me about his. The thing is, like,
so he's involved in next person's child.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's got to be because it's got the story's got to be good.
I know, but come on, man,
entice you in.
Yeah.
No, because people get beaten up for that. I know a lot of people like trolls, and they use real people's pictures, and I see on Twitter, don't ignore this person. They've taken my pictures.
Yeah.
Like, as long as your pictures on the internet.
Catfish is. If you watch Catfish, they take real people's pictures, and then Neve finds that real person, and it's not them.
But that's like I feel like
that's so heart wrenching when the guy, because you've seen a picture of some guy who's fine as hell, and you think you're talking to him, and then he comes on with Neve, and he says, "Sorry, ain't me." My heart just goes to them.
It's so sad.
And they're like so candid. No, that won't me, girl. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, just like, I'm sorry, heartbreak for you, honey.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
It's hard, yeah. And it's saddening that I could have been one of those victims.
You're not stupid.
Yeah, but you know what? You can see how people can get. Because
that's why
I liked that guy. I actually liked him enough to be talking to him for 2-3 months, and
but you didn't you wonder in the back of your mind? I haven't seen.
Like when like
FaceTime.
When you're in it, you obviously there's an issue. Like why isn't your? Because I would also always question him, like why is it that this time you can't do this, but you could have done it, blah blah blah, or he'll like do little things like wouldn't make sense, and I would always question it. I think that's why I'm single, because I question everything, and men don't like it.
Rightly so, mate. Rightly so.
I don't like it. So I'm like that. If there's something that I don't understand, I'm gonna ask you about it so that you clarify with me, and then I understand it. If I understand it, that's fine. Exactly. But you can see how women can get. I could have been one of those women, because I did like this guy a lot, and it was really heartbreaking when he asked me for the money and then he disappears. That's really heartbreaking to feel like I could have been hooked in there. It's really heartbreaking. So that put me off internet dating ever again. But it does work, because when I was in Canada, I went to at least 4 weddings, and they all met on Plenty of Fish or a dating site.
The actual wedding people.
Yeah.
Get married.
Yeah. So it does work, but not for me.
I just feel like dating apps work for people that want to see where life takes them and a new opportunity. No,
exactly. So yeah. So that's my catfish story.
No, that's
story.
But I just feel like I know exactly what you mean about giving, like, but I need to see you like we are now. Mm-hmm. If I see, that's why these people aren't smart. Just show your face, and I know you're going to get caught. But do something that everybody does in order to get me hooked properly. Then
it's the phone calls. It's the phone calls. Because there's some people that don't even call, do nothing. But the phone calls,
and they give away their money.
Think about someone saying, sorry, I can't really call you on FaceTime, but I'll call you on the thing. You're like, okay, they're real then if they're calling me by voice.
Exactly. But, so if you hear somebody and they're talking to you and everything follows through and you get into in-depth conversations, and when you're talking to, because you find out, you think you find out more about people when you're talking with them, not just on IM and messaging. You don't really, but when you're on the phone, because in our day we didn't have FaceTime, so that's how you would do it anyway. So
we would meet face to face.
Yeah, but if you're in a different
otherwise
country,
you wouldn't do it at all.
But if you're in a different country, you can't do that. But obviously,
see,
FaceTime is possible.
That. I'm not doing long distance and all of that. So
in my defense, he was coming to the end of the project, and he supposedly lived in Montreal. So I would have seen him eventually, possibly.
But I just don't get when it's like, when they're like, on Catfish, they always fly, because they're American, they have to fly to get from state to state. Oh yeah, I'll meet you. Oh my god, 10 minutes away. Oh my god, blocked. And then they carry on talking to them.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I hate when they do that, and they're still talking.
I know.
You can continue to talk to this person.
Yeah,
that's you, isn't it?
Exactly. I can't believe 6 months maybe, but 3 years sometimes, 3-4 years. Not seeing people for 3-4 years. That's not a relationship.
No, I've done some dumb shit in my past, but not that. 3 years. I saw 10 years, both one of them. 10 years. I'm like, what?
Craziness. So I want to see.
Some were taking out loans to give money.
It's like, give them, if you want to give money that you have, but don't borrow, because that's you're not just giving them 10,000, you're giving them 50,000 basically.
With interest.
Like the Bow Wow one. Did you watch the Bow Wow one?
But I think the Bow Wow one is funny, because I think Bow Wow was giving her money. So that's why I think it's, but you're not talking to, and if you saw her, no offense. Bow Wow.
You know who Bow Wow is?
He's a rapper. He was a young rapper.
But some girl that likes women pretended to be him. And he was sending her, but he was borrowing money from his friends to give to the girl.
Crazy.
So they're so sure that it's him. Like, how are you sure? Oh, that whole episode.
And I think she used the Catfish used the thing of, I'm always on tour, I'm always flying out, I can talk to you on the phone. See, that's why they believe it, but you're still down.
I'd be interested to see.
I love skeptical of real boys with one picture on Instagram. I'm still like, you're a catfish, but they're real. But Bow Wow.
I just love the confidence that you think out of every single woman in the world, that he wants you. I love it. No, because you're right. You look good. She didn't. But you look good. She didn't. But you look good. She didn't. The confidence that's.
But I'd be very interested to see what the UK version.
I don't think it's going to be to par.
What levels are here.
I don't want to know if it's anyone I know, like, because whenever, it's not going to be anyone we know, but
but isn't it going to be like, like Big Brother, the first couple of episodes was real, but then you just go on to it to be famous. It's going to be that kind of vibe.
Yeah, but you're going to have a long-winded story.
There's going to be a kosher reason, and they've been through the rigmarole of it, but it's just going to be like, I'm here to get a following, and I need TINA 10% off whatever I'm
Okay.
offering. It's
Yeah, but
gonna be
that's the
one of
thing.
them
They can't do that because you need to have a story. Yeah, there was one woman and she catfished her friend because she called her Fat Kelly Price, and then they went to the meeting location and she was like, "Well,
Her friend."
so you know how they have a friend on the show? There was literally the woman's friend took her to the point of meet, because you know how they meet at some place. It was like some dirt track, and she was like, she was like, so they were like, where? And she was like, you should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price. And then so literally, because she called her that, she catfished her the whole way. It's so, because she's literally on the show the whole time.
Hang on a minute.
The only reason she catfished her was because she called her
that comment.
Fat ass Kelly Price. Yeah. maybe well, that's how they made it out. It was probably like a series, but no, that was
so petty.
Oh my god.
I love the pettiness. I'd probably do that.
Catfish.
That's crazy.
How are you gonna catfish your friend?
I know.
Like,
no, American Girl friendships are set.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. You got too much time on your hands if you could spend all that time.
What I want to know is how. So your friend's catfishing you, but then your friend's telling you about the catfish. So
you're a proper liar.
Telling you about yourself. How are you answering the right one? Because you need to answer as the friend or the catfish. Like,
I know, but
that's one more thing. I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but I'm going to say this one thing. I read this thing about guys are sending their sperm to the sperm donor thing so that, you know, like IVF, and they're sending water or spit and paying the doctor over to inseminate and then telling the wife, oh, it didn't work.
No, that can't. The doctor will know what it is.
I know. I don't know if that's the story, but apparently they've tried to do that.
They have to check whether there's live sperm in the.
Yeah, no, but that's what they're saying. So they'll pay the doctor to say it didn't work. But I don't know. That's gross conduct. I don't know if that's a real story. But then they'll go and tell the wife, "Oh yeah, it didn't work."
That's America, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But it's crazy.
That's crazy.
You guys need to go on Twitter so I can send you these crazy stories I see.
No, Twitter is the devil's spawn. I'm never gonna. I have a Twitter account.
Listen, I'm trying to get to New York, and I hear these stories. Like, I can't.
Too much negativity on there. I don't like it. I don't even.
I don't know how you cope. Do you get any backlash on there, Rebecca?
From what? Oh, well, I don't
like, do you get any negative vibes from people?
Not really. I don't, because I don't put anything. Like, I won't put anything that will be like controversial or anything. So.
No.
But it's like there's just the same trolls that troll, and there's trolls everywhere though.
Troller's gonna troll, haters gonna hate.
Oh god. That's not a thing. Don't try and make it a thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I had to say that though. But haters gonna hate. It's true, isn't it?
It's true.
No, I don't like to be Twitter's not my thing. I don't understand it really. It's like TikTok. I don't understand TikTok.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, I can't be doing it. I'm too old for TikTok. Anyway.
I don't get it. Like, and all this.
Oh yeah, all the
bro, my motor neuron is gone. Finished.
Yeah, to be honest, I
can't
do
even
dances.
do that anymore. Oh, I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Don't do that again. So we've got Pop It and Lock It, and we've got Troller's Gonna Troll. Let's stop it now. Let's stop it.
Stop
this
video.
No.
Listen, Facebook, not for me. Insta is where it's at. Twitter, Facebook, even Snapchat. I don't get it.
Oh,
so I just go.
I never really got into Snapchat at all.
Yeah,
Snapchat. I had
Instagram's the only way.
Pictures is good, isn't it?
Yeah, Snapchat's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
TikTok's taken over, isn't it?
Yeah, I say
I like the filters on Snapchat.
Yeah,
you need to teach me how to do those filters because they're nice.
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, then Facebook. But Facebook is very like everyone is on there, surprisingly.
Really?
But it's like old people.
I'm old and I'm not on Fake Book because it's a book of fakes.
Yeah, we get it.
I'm on Facebook.
I've got no drink left, otherwise.
I'm on Facebook, but really I'm on Instagram, and I just really post from Instagram to Facebook. But I'm on Facebook because like Stopsy Striders has a group there, and they do a lot of updates on there. So that's really why I'm on there. But otherwise,
yeah,
I'm
on Facebook, it's all
person.
my work people, all the work group chats and all that.
Mm.
That's why.
I
And then
haven't
they
got a
message
job,
me like to
so
send
that's
me
why I'm not
memes
on
and
it.
stuff, and I'm like, no, it's just work.
All right, guys, that was episode 3 of Tangent Talks. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below if you want to add anything to next week's or future podcasts, or any questions you want us to answer. Get it done.
Take care. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Tangent Talks is out every Friday morning at 9 a.m. GMT. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell on YouTube. And you can follow us on your usual podcast platforms. In the meantime, you can reach us on Instagram and Twitter at Tangent Talks Pod, or email us at tangenttalkspod@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you and see you next Friday.